Hey guys, what's going on? And you know what time it is. It's time for another Photoshop tutorial on video game font. And today's topic is going to be Dead Rising. Dead Rising or Dead Rising 2. I haven't decided exactly which one I want to copy. But anyways guys, let's get into this. Alright, so now Dead Rising 2 or Dead Rising font. Just in case you guys want to do some kind of project or whatever, you know how the deal goes. We're here to try to get a style, representing it as closely as possible. So I had to search a little bit. It wasn't too hard to find the font, or like the font that I was looking for is the second link here. Willamette Rising font you want, and then it's gonna give you a pop-up right in the beginning. Don't click it. You're gonna hit download. See, and usually it gives you like a pop-up here that's not exactly what you want. What you want to do is cancel it, and it's gonna give you the zip file, the WinRAR file, and you want to click that. Since I just literally did it not as long ago. Oh, actually, it's right there. You see how it says download link, auto installer? You don't want that. You want the download link. It says it's broken, but it actually works. I don't know why they would say that. Probably they want you to get a virus on your computer, but luckily I'm here to show you the way. So anyways, you want to click download link 1 and open this file up. And once you do that, you'll get this, or actually back out one. You're going to get all these files. You want to go into Willamette. You'll find both of the fonts here. There's two different types. I haven't really checked them out yet. What we're going to do is just, like the old style, or like I told you guys before, font. You find the folder there and click and drag it over. And since I didn't do it yet, I can just show you. Boom. Drag it over. Installing font. Boom. Alright, so we got that. We can give it a test run. Right, go back to Google just to get our reference picture. Alright, Photoshop. Let's try this bad boy out. This is Willamette. So you want to scroll to the... Ooh, it's actually not bad. Let's see. That's pretty cool. Alright, so me personally, I don't know if there's a way to switch it out. Hold on, apply transformation. Okay. So it's got these extra zombies in it. It doesn't have nearly as many zombies. I wonder if there's like a way we could change that. Let's see. We'll try out the other one. And then go for the other one. It looks like the same thing, just without... I'll see, without the lines in it. There we go. Yep. See, then this one will do. Boom. Alright. Same thing. I like how it does, it auto does the, how it raises one of the letters, puts the other one down. Dead Rising. Alright, so the font alone does like the zombies in those ones. There's not as many zombies in the actual font, but we'll have to make do. Alright, just space them apart a little bit. So we can do what we do to one, we can do to another. And I like the one that's kind of like getting like lighter as it goes to the top. I think it kind of resembles closer to like the Dead Rising 2, kind of. It's pretty cool. It's weird, it kind of has like a gradient glow. And a gradient, definitely. It's like a greenish blue, purpley, dark red. We're just gonna, you know what we'll do this is Dead Rising logo PNG. See if we could find it without, yeah, something like that. Copy that image just for our reference. It gives us the black background anyway. Alright, and we'll, you know what, we'll work with, I want to see, because I want to emulate those lights. There's a way we can do that. We can use masking. I want to see, we might have to search photo or Google for a certain picture. Let's see, like, oops, sorry, my background. Lights. I probably should have specified. What are they, like neon? Fluorescent bulb, right? There we go. Sorry guys, my spelling isn't the best. Fluorescent lights. Yeah, we can do something like that. Fluorescent lights. We'll have to find ones that are like kind of turned on, but almost like that. I guess we can experiment with it. We kind of have to get like a flat one that doesn't really have too much background. Let me just experiment PNG. Alright, so maybe not those ones in particular. Actually, see, that's not bad. See, copy. So this one might be a little bit more intricate. Paste. Let's see if we can screen. Okay, that's not what we want. Color dodge. Just experimenting, seeing if I can kind of get a see if we turn our brush down. Actually, you know what? Let me zoom in here. See if we can kind of put it back to normal. If we can get that kind of a lighting effect, I know we can get it with the glow. It's just to get those lights the way. You know what? Let me delete that. Let me just get like the basis of it. So pretty much we'll manipulate this one at first because it's kind of, it doesn't have like the layers behind it. We're gonna go to blending options, and right here is a gradient overlay. And we're gonna do is it's gonna have a couple colors in here. Let's see. I'm gonna click that white. Okay, got the blue. I throw a couple colors. We got pretty much, I want to say like 3 or 4 in there. Alright, the bottom one is gonna be that red. And it helped to zoom in a bit. To zoom into our reference picture. Zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Go back into blending options. It's going to be like this orangey red. And then this one next one up is like a purple. This one on the top is like a greenish. You gotta play around with the gradient levels. Let's see what I can add to it to make it. It needs a glow. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'll see how I can do this. Alright, sweet. I have an idea. We're gonna go to the gradient overlay. Oops. Cancel. So it doesn't mess with the thing. Gradient overlay. Clicking too fast, guys. Alright, we're gonna hit new. So it creates that gradient that we have. And hit OK. Go back to outer glow. We're gonna select this option. And we're gonna pick that. So from there, it'll give our font a glow, and it'll be of the same. You see, I don't want it to start from the center and outwards. Let's see, we might need to screen it. Multiply, no darken. Try softer. Yeah, it's starting, the dark part is from the center. The range. I wonder if there's a way where you can rotate it. I think there might be a different way I'm going to have to approach this. I'm going to hit OK. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to copy it. Right, Dead Rising. We're going to do a duplicate layer. Just kind of experimenting with this one in particular. Okay, so we got this copy. We're going to take this gradient overlay. Blending options. Outer glow. It's in white, so we're gonna do is change the background to black. Layer it from background. Take our paint tool, turn the background black. Okay. So let's see. From here, go to our copy, blending options, outer glow. Okay, we have it white. I think it was on. It needs to be on screen. Okay, so it kind of has like a really faint glow. It's kind of like that. Alright, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with a outer glow. Turn that. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a color overlay. And we're going to turn it white. Alright, from there we're going to hit OK. We're going to copy this. And we're going to merge these together. Let's see. Or actually, instead of that, so it doesn't look as blurry. What we're going to do is turn it into a picture. Try to draw on it, hit OK. There you go. Duplicate layer. What I want to do is take that picture off. Do that. Merge layer. Alright, so I didn't want it to increase the glow that much, so I turned the I copied it and made the copy of the copy invisible, and then I combined it afterwards. I'll say, okay, so now from here, like if we were to put the font on top of it, it should just be that white glow and the font. So we'll bring it back down. What we're going to do is blending options. And from here, since it's all one picture, instead of like the gradient or the glow being by itself, we can do a color overlay, or a gradient overlay, excuse me. And we're going to copy that one that we had on the bottom. Alright, so now it kind of continues that glow. Okay, excuse me. So we got that, and we can actually manipulate it more. Okay, we could even turn the opacity down a little bit so it's not as vibrant. See if that looks. It doesn't have that like color shine to it. It's more of a purpley. Alright, yeah, it's more of a like a purple. I might have to change the color on that one too. Here we are. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the Dead Rising font. Yeah, I don't want it to take so much away from the this is not a lot of purple showing. Maybe almost like that. Kind of just playing with the opacity here. You kind of want that same thing, and on the top is like it's like mostly of a light blue. Like the blue is really light blue. Let me actually increase the light blue. Oops, delete that one. So we can change the opacity of the gradient so that the purple isn't so bright like that. And same thing for the brownish reddish. I have an idea to get kind of like that light effect going. I'm gonna hit OK. Okay. I mean, it's not exactly, but it's kind of coming along. But the whole point of it is getting that like bright, like the light look to it. What I'm gonna do is copy it one more time, blending or duplicate layer. We're going to do blending options, and I want to make this. Let's see. So I want to get that like brightness, the gradient overlay. I think I'm going to turn this into a color overlay. Cancel. See, we kind of got that effect going, like for the shine part of it, for the glow. All right, and I'm gonna do is that, put it over it, and this dead rising. Oh, this copy I want 100% opacity. And what I think I might do, I have an idea. I need, if I had like a picture, we get to go back to the lights. It might have to be a little bit more specific. The type fluorescent lights in the dark. PNG. See, this part is the more challenging part, because we want to get that effect. Ooh, I like that one. That one I think is really good. Really good. Copy image. Here we might have to do some experimentation. Alright, so what we're going to do is paste that image. Alright, we'll bring it to the top. Oh, oops. Bring it to the top, and what I want to do is the thing I might do is grab that, alt up. Alright, yeah, once we alt up, it created a copy of it. Alright, let's see if we could straighten it out a little bit. Apply. Yeah, that looks straighter than the previous image on the bottom. Let's see, alt. And then I'll do is erase it. I have the erasing tool and an opacity. Kind of trying to blend it in a little bit. I think I might have a better solution than what I just did. You know what, I'll just do erase that. I apologize for all the backtracking, but I usually do these on the fly, so I mean it makes for good learning. If you mess up, then you can learn from my mistakes and not make the same ones. Alright, so from here, we'll do Alt down. We'll move it down. Alt down. Alright, so we got that. I want that layer. And what I'm going to do is I want to feather it 20. Alright, you see that? Delete it with a feather of 21, and it kind of made it look like together in the same picture. And I want to do is move it down so they're kind of closer. Yeah, it's much better. And let's see, we can copy these, duplicate in layers. Actually, we want to copy the bottom layer. Already has the feather effect on it, so from there we can kind of just line it up. Yeah, see, that looks pretty cool so far. Alright, and I'll copy that one more time. Alright, let's alt that again. Whoops, undo. Alt. There we go. What I'm going to do is also feather it as well. I want to give it like a consistent look. Alright, so you know, I'll just use the most bottom layer just because it makes it easier. There. Copy, duplicate that layer. Let me see if I can do that. Select the errors. I think that looks a lot better as far as for the borders. So what I'm going to do is, because these ones are a little bit more boxy, I'm just going to put them away for now because I don't want to delete them 100%. But I feel like I could do better with the one with the more feathered effect, which is this one. Alright, so there I'm going to do Alt down, copies it. Put it along there. Alt down, copies it again. Same thing. Try to delete some of these. No, I won't mess around with that too much. Alright, so what I'm going to do is copy these, duplicate layers, hit OK, and I'm going to merge these. Okay, so from there, since there's one whole copy, maybe it'll be easier to manipulate. I'm going to do is go to Image, Adjustments, and I want to color balance. Because right here we can change like the look of the glow. I kind of want to take away some color from it, so I might actually go to brightness and contrast. You got a brighter look. Okay. One more. Also want to do a black and white. Oops, sorry. Blue filter. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is, sorry about that, Photoshop swigging the hell out. And what we can do is shrink it accordingly. I'm going to Alt down. Yep. Boom. I want to do that. Alt down. Copies it. And then from there, I want to duplicate layers. Yep. Alright, I'm going to move these. Try to see if we can get it. So now what we're going to do here is, remember that one Dead Rising we took? Alright, I'm going to take all these lights that we can see. Put that in a group. Just leave a group 2 for now, just so it's not so many layers. Alright, so let's just turn it all off for a second. Alright, this is the one that's all in white, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's just turn that one off. Turn that one off. Yep, all in white. So for this, I want to try something out. Oh wait, did I put that in the layer? Oops. Alright, and then we're going to do is, I want to create a mask. It's got the color overlay of white. Alright. So now we're going to do that. Layer mask. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to drag this in this folder. Sweet. And now we can move those around. And we'll do that one. That one will be the the D. Layers. Okay. So we can move them individually so they're not like with those lines. And the same for these three. Alright. Yep. The bottom, the top, the middle. Okay. So we go by those three. 1, 2, 3. Merge. Clipping mask. And from there we can move those three. What I'm going to do is erase some of that. See, that's a little better. And then the same thing for the one. Oops, backspace. So you kind of get the gist of it. You're supposed to, like, if you group the three pictures and you can manipulate those and put them where you want them to, and then you use the eraser brush at the low opacity, so you can kind of get rid of those like side things. So we're just going to continue that same steps for these other ones. Okay, kind of got the light effects here. And then what we're going to do is, like I said, since we have already layers down there, we're going to do is combine these, merge them. So now it's just one whole solid picture. So if we were to uncheck it or unrelease it, you see how it's deleted in the right spots. So create clipping masks. So now we want to do is try to add some kind of effect to make it not so like blue, because we want it to kind of agree with the gradient that we're trying to do. Blending options. Color overlay. Try a white. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to turn this. Auto pass. Let's try a darken or a multiply. No, we just cancel that one. We had to give it that, like, take away color from it, because it's still trying to, like, do a white over it. Oh, no, not that bad. Not that bad. Let's try it one more time. Adjustments. Black and white. Cancel. I think what I'd have to do is like a desaturation. I have an idea here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this away, release the clipping mask for now. I'm going to add this with the color, duplicate the layer. Then I'm going to merge them so that the effect doesn't go over the lights. And then from there, blending options. See if I can try it now. Yeah. Oh, I think I know what I could do. Here we go. We're going to do the gradient. Or actually, I want to do the opposite of that. Turn the opacity down on these sides. Yeah, I want to try to get like a centering though. Yeah, okay, so kind of got that. Messing with the transparency of the gradient, so it's not as bright, but since we're adding an effect to the lights itself, I believe we can try some other things out. I want to see if it helps it out at all. See if any kind of glow. No, it would have to be an inner glow. Kind of adding like an inner glow. See if that kind of is adding a bit of what I want. Go back for a softer look. Kind of give it that glow, that really glowy look. It doesn't look bad. And since that's what I'm trying to get at is like since the background is white, we can kind of mess with the actual opacity of the clipping mask itself. So I'm gonna hit OK there. I might bring it down a little bit. bring it up. And then this right here, we turn the opacity down a little bit. It's making that white shine through a lot more. Yeah. See, it's not. We're kind of getting that look that we're trying to trying to go for there. I know this one's a little bit more complex than my usual tutorials, but I figure I give myself a little bit of a challenge. So there's tends to be a little bit of quietness, just trying to focus and trying to figure out like, oh, okay, what could I put there? You know what I mean? All right, so I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna copy these two layers, and I'm gonna merge them because I don't. Oh, why did it do that? Alright, so I wanted to do that so that I could manipulate these later if I made a mistake. Okay, so now we have that font, this one. I want to see about turning it down. I might turn this, multiply, screen, nope, lighten, see, normal. I might have even gotten the look by itself already. Let me go back to normal. Yeah, I kind of already got it without this other thing behind it. It's just this one has the gradient the way we wanted it. Actually, it looks not bad. It's got those spots, like grungy spots. I want to see. These colored spots. Copy. Yeah, that's much more effective. Edit, paste. See if we can add a screen on this. Oh, it got rid of the screen was getting rid of the black. You know what? I'll just do this. I'll turn that back to normal, and I am going to resize it. Apply. And we're going to get our background eraser tool. Magic eraser, that's what we want. Alright, yeah, it's much better. Get rid of all those white spots. Now if we go to background eraser tool. Alright, so we're going to rescale it. Actually, let's control Z that. Let's do that. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the paint splatters that I put and putting them like against it. What we're going to do is create a clipping mask behind that. Alright, and I think that's about it. Maybe we can add another one in there by the A, the bottom of the A. Okay, so do is those three, merge them, and that's the layer. We're gonna create clipping mask. See, kind of got that like nasty paint, like miscoloration. And we're gonna do is just blending options. We can do like a gradient. And we'll go with that color that we had before. I have to change the angle of it, obviously. Actually, let's come up with a more like nastier color. Oh, let's get with it. It's like a nasty brown. Nasty, let's see. Green. Okay. Kind of gives it that nasty, like, and then we'll do is bring it down a little bit. Alright, and from there, I want to see. I just wanted to try to see if I can get that color just a little bit better. I have to let the outline do that, so I'm going to check that off. Hit OK. And alright, the only thing I see left to do we have to give it that shadow or that reflection on the bottom and increase the gradient. Okay, blending options. It's turning that opacity up. So then these together make that layer. I know it's kind of a longer one. And what we're going to do is copy it duplicate layers, okay. We want to merge them, and what I want to do is edit, transform. We're going to flip it vertically. So we want to flip. Oh, it's not. I created a clipping mask for it. We don't want that. Please, clipping mask. And what we want to do is the perspective. We want to change it. There we are. Yeah, so the button is control. Alright, and from there, let's see. Alright, this is where we want to let's turn it to a 5 feather. And we want a higher feather. Let's go for like a 40. Highlight that. There we are. Yeah, just about. I think we pretty much got that look we were going for. Yeah, so you want to do is put the feather on a 40, bring it out, and kind of play around with deleting the background. But you see there our reference pick. We got our reference pick, and we have our normal pick right there. See, it's not bad. And I want to see if there's a way I can make it slightly more colorful. I just feel like it's lacking in color for the font there. If I can. No, those ones don't look as good. I say we go with a screen. Screen or lighting? Yeah, probably the screen. The screen looks better. And what I'm going to see, the original Dead Rising, I'm going to change the color of the gradient. See if I can make it more vibrant. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Definitely. Kind of get these colors more closer to what they're supposed to resemble. See, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, for that one, the blue. I think it could be more of a light. Yeah, more of like a blue, bluish whitish. And if we can get that, the top one. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, definitely. I definitely prefer that. So, guys, that looks just about it, but the spots, I don't want the spots to be that same. I might layer that off, release clipping mask. I might do is see if that helps. No. What I have to do is I might have to take off the gradient, or actually give them their own blending options. Gradient overlay. Or soft light, vivid. Or I have an idea. Cancel. Yeah. I want to get that color, like that brownish. I think I might do is do a layer on top. Oh. Alright, and I figured out a better way to do it. So what I did was, the layer that had the gradient, I took that layer and I copied it. I duplicated it, and then I merged them together so that the gradient stays by itself. So whenever I put something over the clipping mask, it won't interrupt it. So let me show you. Do this clipping mask down. Actually, release that clipping mask. What we're looking for is this right now. We want to put it on that layer, but the only way we're going to have to do that is by merging these two. Merge layers. Well, then now, layer style, clipping mask. There we are. Alright guys, and that is it. That looks pretty good. I mean, of course, if we could find a better picture for the lights, I'd say go with that. And you can kind of individually edit the lights to get that same exact like spacing that they got. They have like brighter areas in the center. Then also too, the font has those extra zombies in there that you don't necessarily need, but it makes pretty good. So like, if you look at it, it's not bad. It's pretty close, I'd say. Pretty close. my navigation bar. So yeah, guys. So that's it. I know it was more of a complicated one. That one took a little longer than expected. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.